Every single year in the NBA draft, there are underrated prospects. These underrated prospects can fall to the late second round or even be undrafted. Sometimes these players can prove the teams who passed up on them wrong and even build very nice careers for themselves. Now here's 5 players I think are underrated in this year's 2018 NBA draft class. Shamorie Ponds is a 6'1" point guard coming off of a stellar sophomore year at St. John's University. He has a knack for scoring and is one of the smoothest point guards you'll see. Not only is he offensively talented, but he is also very good off-ball on defense and getting deflections and steals. St. John's may have had a rough 2017-18 season with a 15-17 record, but they did record 2 pretty iconic wins. One over number 4 ranked Duke, and the other over eventual national champion number 1 Villanova. In the game versus Duke, Shamorie had 33 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. In the game versus Villanova, Shamorie had 26 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. These 2 games show that Shamorie shows up when the bright lights are on. These 2 headline games led Shamorie to averaging 21.6 points, 5.1 rebounds, 4.9 assists, and 2.5 steals per game, with a career-high 44 points in February versus Marquette. Right now, some NBA GMs see him as a possible mid-second round draft pick. This leaves the possibility of him going back to college. But I think if he does get drafted, the NBA team that gets him will be getting an electric scorer off the bench, and a future very solid role player or 6th man. Now, don't fry me for mispronouncing his name, but Sagaba Konate is a 6'8", 260-pound athletic big man who is another sophomore coming off a stellar year at West Virginia. Konate was one of the best rebounders and shot blockers in the nation this year, while helping lead West Virginia to a 26-11 record and lost to eventual national champion Villanova in the Sweet 16. Konate averaged 10.8 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 3.4 blocks per game. Konate is best when blocking shots and running in transition. He caught my attention while battling Villanova's Omari Spellman, who he went toe-to-toe with and showed he could be a potential force on the inside. Konate, like Ponds, is a potential mid to late second round draft pick and always has the possibility of going back to West Virginia because he did not sign with an agent. I think if he were to enter the draft, a chance should be taken on him, as he could be a solid glass-cleaning shot blocker off the bench for an NBA team. Hamidou Diallo is an uber-athletic 6'5" wingman out of the University of Kentucky. He had a sluggish year at Kentucky, but has shown brilliant flashes of what he can be. Purely off athleticism, Hamidou will be drafted. His bounce and speed are serious. Hami could be the perfect 3-and-D player in the future because of it. His averages were not anything special, as he averaged 10 points, 3.6 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and less than 1 steal per game. But we're going off pure potential here. We saw him dominate in high school against obvious lesser talent and athleticism, but also against highly touted talent, and even in all-star games like the Elite 24. Right now, Hami is seen as a mid to late first round draft pick, and I think that's a good place to put him. Hami has boom or bust potential, and taking a risk with that kind of value is worth it. Hami can be serious as long as he furthers the development of his body and jump shot. Malik Newman is a 6'3" lights-out shooter. I mean, this kid could outright score the basketball. Newman, a redshirt sophomore out of Kansas this year, had a very good end to his season. In the NCAA tournament alone, he had games of 28, 21, and 17 points, including a 32-point effort in a win over Duke. That shows you this kid shines in huge moments and is not afraid of the spotlight. This year, he averaged 14.2 points, 5 rebounds, 2.1 assists, and a little over 1 steal. Malik has potential to be a great scoring option off the bench, while also being a defensive presence. He's the type of player to come off the Warriors bench, and that's saying a lot. He could possibly be a late first round to early second round draft pick, and that sounds like Warriors territory. To say the least, any team would be lucky to be able to have him come off their bench. Now at number 1, we have Trayvon Duval. Trayvon Duval is a 6'3", 190-pound point guard coming out of Duke University. It feels like years ago where he was a top prospect coming out of high school. He quickly fell victim to there being too much star power at Duke. Bagley starred, Wendell Carter starred, Grayson Allen starred, and Duval was still doing his thing, but with way less recognition. Duval did have an up and down season though. When he was playing well, so was the team, and vice versa. He was like their X factor, and that's something he may be in the NBA. This year he averaged 10.3 points, 5.6 assists, 2.0 rebounds, and 1.5 steals per game. Solid stats, but nothing crazy, as he had many stars on his team who demanded the ball. To me, Duval could be a Russell Westbrook type energy player off the bench. He has the athleticism to do so and struggles to shoot just as Westbrook did coming out of college. His stock right now has him as an early second round draft pick. I think as we do further scouting, drills, testing, etc., Duval could easily find himself as a late first round pick. And in 5 years, he could be the steal of this draft. Now that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you're excited for this comeback. So if you did enjoy, and if you are excited for this comeback, slap a like button and go subscribe. Tell all your friends I'm back, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. I'll catch you guys then.
I know a girl to do everything. Model DJ, do hair, everything. Babysit, strip, run scripts, everything. Doctor said what hurts and everything. Somersault, nigga, you done been in every game.